check, 1, 2. lost control and I can shake the feeling on my own. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside, that feels you can deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light, 'cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes. 'Cause I thought you were the light. Falling fast, now my mind is freezing, but I can show that I can go ahead without you in my feelings. No, 'cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside, that feels you can deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light, 'cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes. 'Cause I thought you were the light.
You pull me in like gravity, you do, changing the way that my body moves, it's true. Without the moon there'd be no way, without the stars there'd be no space. When I got you by my side, you made me feel like the world in your mood. I can't go on without being with you, inseparable.
So the 8 Sleep is a pod cover that fits on a mattress like a fitted sheet, but it's
You made me feel like the world in your mood. I can't go on without being with you, inseparable.
Mic check 1, 2. Okay. Go live in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yo. What just happened? Right, let's go. Let's turn this down a little bit. Actually, that can be like that. And then this one. Give me a minute.
You make me feel like the world in your
Okay, I think that's good. So let's begin. Let that music is a little too loud. Yo, it's too loud. I think that's good. Okay, let's begin. If the music is too loud, let me know in the comments. So we have like how do I say the time? It's now 11:33, 27 minutes to 12, so we have 27 minutes to do some analysis. So let me do a quick recap of yesterday's trade, which happened around here. So let me pull up yesterday's data right there, and let me take this back to right there, so we can focus on yesterday for a minute, and then we focus on today. So yesterday was a textbook trade. This guy is too loud as well. Now what do we do? Yeah, that's like the my guy. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so yesterday was sort of a textbook trade. The process. I go to the high time frames. I look for my high time frame levels, and then I work my way down to the 5-minute time frame. Then I single out, or how do I say, I identify the previous 4 hour, and I'll draw this box here, this tool that looks like this. So the blue part I want to look for sales, and the gray part I want to look for buy. That helps me with knowing where price is, and I found that when I operate like that, I have a higher chance of winning, because the top part is what I'll call prices in premium, which is a good place to look for sales, and down here is a price is where price is a discount, so it's cheap to buy. And you can see after this 4 hour what happened. We came down to this area, we went up, came to this area, we went down, came to this area, we went up, came to this area, we went down. Does it always occur like that? No, but that's a good edge to look for, and when conditions that you're looking for come in place, then you take advantage. So let's go to the 1-minute time frame, and I believe when I came to the charts, the market was somewhere here. Now I could have bought going up, but after doing my analysis, my bias was going short. So we came up here, and I waited for my signal to enter, and my signal happened right here. So let me just show it to you. So the moment we went across this, so this range is from 11:30 to 12. So I'm looking for price to go above this range. We are now in the blue section, the upper portion of the previous 4 hour. So I'm looking for sales. Now, once we go above that 30-minute, that's my first step for my entry. The next thing I'm looking for is for them to create a low, right? That looks like this right here. And then they can go up, so make another high, but on their way back, right, whenever they're crossing that low, that's my entry trigger, right? And it's that simple. So The moment you do them a couple of times, you'll be able to see it, and it's just a little bit straightforward once you see it. So there we go. I'm waiting for swing low. There you have a swing low, right? You know what a swing low is, where you have this candle is just above this one, and then this one is above this one. So we have a low and a lower low and a higher low right there. That's my entry trigger. So I'm waiting to see if they'll take out this high or whatever. But once they form that swing low, I set up my entry signal, and my stop is gonna be at the highest candle, that at the highest whatever candle or wick that they established. And then we went down and we were triggered on our sell stop, risking 1% and going for 1:2. There was a little bit of scare because the market started coming up, but then again the stop loss is right there to do its job. So we're not worried about. We've already submitted to losing that 1%, having found the best condition to risk that 1%. And you're like, you know what, this trade is worth it to lose this 1%, because I believe that I've met, everything should play in my favor. And there we go. We had this going down, and I was like, yeah, that's what's up. And then we had another candle come up, and I believe, yes, came all the way, just about to take me out. Still relaxed, just hoping, of course, that it does go my way. But stop loss is right there to do its job. And it turned around and went down to hit my target. And I believe that the market could have was to go down further, but my plan says get out at 1:2. So what I do in such conditions where I think the market is gonna go down a little bit more, I take out 80% of the position, right? Then I leave a runner. So in case it comes back up, and then I break even. I bring my stop loss inside here. So if it was to turn, then I have my 80% and I'm not taking a loss. And if it keeps on going, then I have I'm in a position to earn a little bit more. And it did keep going. And this is something that, because you're improving every day. Because I do take my entries on the 1 minute. So something I discovered it's always been there, but something that I now put in perspective. Once I enter into my trade, I go to the 5 minute and look for such cases where this was the last down candle before we shot up. When the market is coming down, right there is mostly where this price will come, right? So I think I did take another partial here, a half of what was left. And you can see that was the turning point for this market. And again, we did come to the gray area where if you took sales here, you want to start getting out of your positions, because this is a nice area for the price to bounce back up. You can see what happened next. Price went up and then came down. Now once I hit my target, once I get a win, I'm not worried with what the market will do anymore, right? So that was yesterday's recap, yesterday's trade. And so let's see what today has to offer. So we have 11:40, 20 minutes. I like to have done with my analysis by like 5 minutes to 12. So 20 minutes is more than enough. So let's go to the monthly, see where we are. This is like a top-down analysis where you start from a higher time frame to see on a bigger perspective what is happening. So let me get rid of these levels. This is an indicator that shows me the previous day high and the EQ and the low. They're very important levels, because most of the time there's going to be support and resistance at that high and at this EQ and at this low. It can happen anywhere, even at the half of the previous day high and the previous day EQ, but these are the ones that I give attention to. So we'll pull that up later. I'll share all these things with you, so just show me interest in the comments, and all this stuff is yours, freely shared. We have to eat, all of us, we have to win. So looking at this month, we are super strong, and I can tell that I think they want to come to this high here. So we have to be watchful of this. See where these two candles, their bodies are ending. That's called, according to my mentor ICT, that's called a rejection block. But in many cases, people will call that a resist. It's gonna be a resistance zone where we expect price to come and find some sort of rejection to shoot down. So I don't know if I have it marked. No, I don't. So I'm gonna mark it. Those two levels right there. Let me just have it on this. So right before we get to this high, we're gonna be having some challenges over there. So I'm gonna call it like a monthly rejection block, right? So I don't have to write the whole whatever. So I just do it in that short form, and when I see it, I know. But you can have it as support and resistance. So I'll start with an M. That's to show me that it's on a monthly time frame. So right now we are working this level as well. So see the last the last up candle before went down. But I think this is on the weekly, so we can look at it when you go down there. I think that's it on the monthly. If we are to reject, yeah, I don't. Everything else is kind of on a micro level, but I like to look at the monthly just to see where we are. Looking at the weekly, we do have this latest up candle that shot down. This could be something that's called a propulsion order block. All it is this was the last up candle, right, before this decline. But then we see that we do have another second up candle that traded to this first up candle. Now, when the market shoots down and price comes up, this second candle, whenever you see price being held just below the half of it, it means that we can likely see a huge push to the downside. Hence the name propulsion candle, where price is propelled to the downside. But the way we are bullish, I don't know, but you can see that half price. There's some sort of rejection coming from there. So the body can go up, but once it closes, it should close below it. So we'll see how this week closes. If this weekly candle closes below this half, then I'm thinking the next week we might start seeing some decline because we have a lot of unfinished business. Otherwise, if going up, then we do have this level here, which is an old weekly high right there. And what I'll do is I'll do, how do I name old weekly highs? Old weekly high, just like that. So I'll denote that, and I know that's an old weekly high, and that'll let me know when in small time frames that that level is on our weekly. So the higher the levels on the high time frame, the stronger they will be in offering support and resistance areas. So I think that's it. So we either reject this and we come. This right here is the open price of this candle. That's also gonna be an area where the market can trade to. As you can see, look at this candle came and stopped right there and rejected. This one came, was not even able to go near it. This one came near and then they reject, and then this one is coming up. So it makes sense for price to come back down here, find some support to keep on going up or keep on going down. So those are levels to look for. So we look to the left and see where did we see some sort of reaction, right? So let's go to the daily and see what we have on the daily. So the daily, so let me see, the monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish, and the daily is a bullish candle, though we are seeing rejection on all of them. So look at this right here. See that? I'm sure it's marked. We didn't quite get to it. These are usually price magnets. See these gaps where these bodies are not touching and there's a gap right there. You want to have those levels marked, especially on a high time frame. Anything from 4, I mean, all of them are price will go to it, but the higher the time frame, the stronger they can what do I say? Is this volume? Give me a minute. The stronger those zones are going to be. So you can see we already marked this way before time, and you can see price came and we're getting some rejection. And if we are to keep on going down, then remember this indicator that I showed you here. There we go. That will show me the previous day high, the EQ. So I can say that we are probably coming to this area. And looking on the left, we do have this gap. Now, Yesterday I was talking about a painter's analogy. Like, imagine when you're painting a wall and you leave gaps. Let's say you're painting towards the downside, where you leave gaps or where paint didn't touch the wall like you'd have wanted. You'll logically go back and repaint that area. So think of these gaps as someone who's painting, and these are spots that he left. So price will come back to repaint that area, if that makes sense, right? So this one was a gap that we came up and repainted, so we don't need to have it, right? So we can delete that. Can it still be used as support and resistance? Yeah, but for me, I think that's done. So what I need to do is now look for other fresh areas. This one right here is okay because this is just a week, and I like to see when the bodies, cross those areas, kind of like what we have on this one. How do I control Z? You guy. Yes, see, kind of high. This one is a full body, and this is also a full body, kind of, playing in that area. Maybe I can leave it to see if we can find some. You know what? No. And that's it. The other thing, I think that's it. That's all we need on the daily time frame. That rejection is good. So if we are to go up, then maybe we can see it come back to contest that area one more time. But I think they're done. Looking at this time, I kind of favor going down farther to probably this low, but we'll see. We'll see. And you can see how when I go down to the time frame, just a small bit of this huge time frame is enough for me to make my daily bread, right? But then again, I have to have a perspective of what's happening on higher time frames, and that gives you a really nice edge to be on the winning side. So this right here is a nice gap. Yo, let me know if that music is too loud so I can reduce it. Though on my monitor I feel like it's okay. This is too far-fetched. Maybe we could get here, maybe, I don't know, next week, because this is a bit too far. But let's just have it over there. We have too many levels to get to before we get here, but we have to note that the daily candle is bullish. So on the 4 hour, let me see what levels I had. Look at this fair value gap, that gap over there. Market came, traded up. This one came down to retest that zone and shot up. So that is over and done with. Looking at the 4 hour, we can see that we are quite not leaving any gaps, meaning they are trading price efficiently, especially from this low. So if we are not gonna be coming back up, then this sets a really nice tone for price to come down really fast. Because whenever there's no inefficiencies, and by inefficiencies I mean gaps, we do have one here. So we can mark that. I caught you, but you can live, you cannot hide from me, y'all. Wait, I'll explain that in a minute, but let me just have that marked. So it's a 4 hour imbalance, meaning there's price imbalance, meaning price is not balanced, meaning the paint has to come and repaint that part. Although they did come down with this week, and that could be okay. So what I mean by there's no inefficiency, I mean maybe that one. Although this one, I believe, I like to see the body, because this is a wick and this is the body. The body, like, boldly closing, and then that covers it. But that is still a factor because it's just a wick, so we'll still consider it. So if there's no inefficiency, when price starts coming down, it's usually a walk in the park, if that makes sense. So this low is a good target, this is low is a good target, and this is on a 4 hour time frame. But then again, we have also to know that we are in a higher time frame. So if this closes bearish, then the fourth candle from this swing high, this high low, the fourth candle, if it starts rejecting, then yep, we might see price coming down. But we'll see how that goes. This is just me verbalizing what I think will happen. and we do have this gap over here, which is unfinished, and we'll see how that goes. So that's it on a, let me have that on the for our pool. We did have some levels marked. Just give me a minute, we'll go through. Oh, we have some, we have like what, still have some 8 more minutes. What was this? That's an old weekly high, goes to the monthly weekly pool. What about this one? The monthly pool, yep. Because I like to have my charts order. It looks like it's too much, but once I turn this off, I go back to a super clean chart. But I need those levels. So 4 hour is done. The 4 hour time frame is done. So let's go to the 1 hour. This is too far. Will we get here today? I don't know. Okay, so looking at the 4 hour, we are in between this 4 hour time frame. And when we go down to the 5 minute, I'm going to draw a box that will show us this range, right? And as I can see, we are in the top part of the 4 hour. So we're going to be looking for sales, right? And I do believe that, but this rejection is fire. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. So going to the 1 hour time frame, we are working this, see this down candle before this short up. Look at where price came to that open price, and then it's rejecting to the upside. The last 3 1 hour candles were trying to be bearish, and I don't see so much of anything here. So we either work to this high or to this low. See how there's no inefficiencies. If we do close below this low, there's a high probability that we are coming to this low right here. And before we get there, we do have this 4 hour level over here. So it's a 4 hour imbalance. See how we can't see that it's an imbalance anymore on lower time frames, but on the 1 hour we have it marked, so we know that that's an important level. So after here, I'll just go straight to the 5 minute. Yeah, balanced. So this should be a pillar to send price above even further. If we do cross this higher, then this is the next level. If not, then all this will just be run down. And looking at the 3rd minute, we do have a fair value gap. We do have a gap here, but I'm not going to mark it. On the 1 hour, there's no gap. Let's just mark it. So anything below the 4 hour is temporary zones. After that trading session, if they didn't trade to it, I'll leave it. If it's traded to, I'll delete it. And we had already come back in just a little bit. So, and can we have in blue, please, my guy? Thank you. Okay, so just a few minutes to 12, we have our levels that we need. So let's just, okay, 15 minutes. It's just noise for me. 15 minutes. Yeah, let's go to the 5 minute. And what 10 minutes, I don't look at it so much. I don't even know why I have it there. Okay, I like this, that we have this consolidation, and then we left the consolidation. Normally, see how it was trading sideways, normally price will come back to that consolidation and then shoot down. But looking how these levels, they're just so clean, they're too close to each other that when you can see price come here, take that liquidity and come out. So there's people that have sold this candle who came in early, so price will tend to come and take them out, right? And then now start going down. So we have to be watchful of such things. Can it just come and test this consolidation and go down? Yeah, this zone right here. Yeah. And let's go to the 5-minute time frame. What I like to look for in the 5-minute time frame is any inefficiencies, any immediate inefficiencies, like, and I'll pull this to the, we don't have time. I'll pull this all the way to 1 p.m. So I have a color set for 5-minute, whatever. So when I see that color, I know that's a 5-minute, 5-minute zone. So these are good for short-term retracement, right? Which come in handy with the way I trade. So I do believe if we are to keep on going down, we're gonna come here and then shoot to the downside. Seeing that we've already traded to a higher time frame, take this high, take this consolidation zone right here where price was going to the sideways, trade here, and then keep on shooting down. Now what I do is I have an indicator from here. What I do is I have this indicator that shows me the previous 4-hour candle, which is pretty much which is going to be this candle and this one and this one, right? So in the 5 minutes, it's gonna be a couple of 5-minute candles that make up the 4-hour candle. So that's all I do, and I don't have to, but I can also mark these other three. I just do it for fun. I think it looks good in my eyes. But this is the most important one, and I think I need to find some better colors, but these ones in the meantime are working for me. And then that's done. Now let me make sure it's holding the right way. A few minutes to 12, so that's done, and we are finished with our analysis. Now what we do is we go down to the 1 hour time frame and 1 minute time frame and look for setup. We do have this unfinished business over here as well, so I'll have that marked, because there can be a spot that price will come to and then turn. Looking that it's in the gray area. In the gray area, we're buying. The blue area, we are selling. And for me, I'm bearish, so I'm looking for sales based on what I've seen, right? And that's it. So I believe we'll have gotten 1:2 by the time we get to this level over here. And now it's 2 minutes to 12. We're done with our analysis. Now let's go and position ourselves and see if today we'll also get a win. That will be, if we win today, that will be 3 days of getting back-to-back wins. If we do cross this level, I'm not seeing any other inefficiency up until this spot, and I do prefer to have the 5-minute gap. So I'm gonna get rid of this 30-minute. See, it's just right there, so we don't need that 30-minute fair value. Remember the one that we saw, this gap right here on the 30-minute. If the 5-minute is in or just around it, I usually like to use the 5-minute, and this one is going to be marked as the 5-minute right there. So pull it up to 1 p.m. Just looking at this, I have a good idea that we might shoot to down here. The previous day equilibrium is right. See how things are coming together? Like, nothing about this market is random, right? If we get rid of all these indicators, then we are guessing. Like, we can't tell what's going on. If I get rid of all of this and get rid of those indicators, get rid of all these levels, now we are in a place and we have no map. Like, how do you trade this, right? But once you have those levels, you kind of know where we are. And again, I can group this group 4, it's going to be group 5, and I can take them out. Let's say I'm in a trade, I don't want to see all that noise, I can just get that noise out of my face. But for now, I need all that noise. So let's go to the 1 minute time frame. Now the other thing I have now is, I think I am a 30-minute trader guy, because for me to enter a trade, the 30-minute candle has to close, even if I'm monitoring on the 1 minute time frame. For example, I have to wait for the 11:30 to 12 p.m. candle to close. And now what I want to see is, because we are in the blue area, I want to see kind of what the 11:30 candle did, and maybe I could have missed this trade. See how it went up above this 30-minute range, and then it created that low, and then on its way down, this swing low right there, that's my entry trigger. So this would have been a beautiful trade, because this is kind of how I like my trades to look like. I enter and it just goes straight to hit my target. So 1:2. So that right there, that right there, and I'm out. So this would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes in, out. But then again, we have done all this analysis, so we are not just trading blindly, right? So even though it takes us 2 minutes, we still have a bigger picture of what trade is doing in and out. So if I did believe that we might need to come down lower, for example, you see this 5 minute this 5 minute gap. This is how it was. This is how it was, right? So if I entered on this trade and I believe that it's probably going to come to this gap, once we get to 1:2, I will close 80% and then leave a runner and then close another half here and then maybe see if it will keep on going down and then bring my stop loss in. So probably I'll still be in this trade and then they'll probably take me out, but then I close like 90% of my trade. So that's the same thing that I'll now be looking for. But we also have to know that they came and hit this 5 minute fair value gap, this 5 minute gap, but see, but these candles are not touching. So the low of that candle to the high, that's where we're turning. So, and we are in a discount, a nice place to buy. The monthly, weekly, daily are bearish candles, even though we're seeing a lot of rejection. And I think we started seeing some bearishness from the 1 hour time frame, which is now bullish. So everything is now bullish. Green candle, green, green. So we have to be watchful of that. But if they still give me my signal, I'm taking a sell. Now, what am I looking for? Just what I showed you here. So it's gonna be something like this: trade up. I would like if they trade to this 5 minute gap, come down, give me a low, either go cross the high or not. At this low, that's my entry trigger. So my entry is going to look something like this. So you can see I'm already planning right before it happens. And that is something that I've learned from a lot of people who have made it in this game. You have to have a picture of what you want to see before it happens. If you don't see what you want to see, you do not engage. What that helps you with is you are only trading what you know, right? And that will help you because you're not going above your level of complexity in this game. So if it doesn't do what you're seeing, it means it's doing, if it doesn't do what you know, it means it's doing something else, right? Because this game it's deep. The more you learn, the more you stay in front of the chart, the more you know. So that is what I'm waiting for. So let's see if we can trade above this high and go. They can fail and go down without us, then we'll just have a day of not doing anything. For me, I'd like to see them trade up to this area. Pull that to 1 p.m. right there. And what is this? Come back here. Okay. Now the rest is, let's wait and see. Let me look at the boys, what they're doing. Yo, right here. This is US500. They move the same with US30 and also move the same with US100, what we have here. I like that formation that they have right there. So I'm expecting a rejection to the downside. It's very favorable for us to go down. They have that 5 minute fair value gap over there, the 5 minute gap. And looking at this, the 5 minute trading up. Okay, let's see how that goes. So I can have this marked, but I want us to trade above this high. Will we get that? I don't know. I have no idea. 5 minute bearish order block. Yeah. We are chilling. Maybe they won't have to come above this, but now I don't want to chase price. This was a valid, no, it was not. Yes, that was a valid entry to go up, but then that's stop loss. have been so huge. Maybe you go for 1:1. Nah, too huge for my liking. So let's just see. This is too sweet. US30. I need you to trade above this 30-minute range. So it's now 12:07. I will just chill. I'm getting cold. Wow. Or 41 minutes ago. Today's Wednesday. I thought today was Tuesday.
Guys, I want to show
Oh,
you.
sorry. My social media. Hey. Okay. If I don't see what I want to see, I am not engaging. Oh, let's look at this candle. Okay, doesn't matter. Oh my God. Look at that. Hmm. No. Now before, whenever I would see that, if my bias is short and I see such a thing, man, I would just enter. I'll start chasing price. After that little excitement, can it go down? Yeah, but you have to wait for your whatever. So go in, take a loss, take another loss, take another loss. Come on. Yeah, no. It's just filling this gap. This 1 minute fair value gap right there. Feel that. 12 p.m. Guys, whenever they trade above this high, whatever low they leave, I'm taking a shot. But looking at this 5 minutes, we have let me take it down to, because it's not yet finished. So we've traded up to here. We have this small portion here left, right there. So if this is to hold, then we're probably gonna be coming to this down candle before we shot up. They didn't quite get to it, so I don't know. Looking at the 5 minute time frame, this is already a nice place to go short, but that would be chasing price. Very tempting. The problem is if I do enter and it takes me out, I'll blame myself for not following my rules, right? And then whenever I enter trades that are not in my strategy or in my rules and then they win, I get nervous. I feel like I've sinned. Then I have to remind myself, hey, a win is a win. But let's just wait. So did I leave it? No. This is what I'm expecting for price to come up to that high or even in here, reject, leave a low, either go up or not, and then we shoot to the downside. That to me will be high probability. So something like that. we don't have to come up here. If we do just trade above that, then it gives me that signal, I will engage. But for me, it will be high probability if we do trade to that zone over there. So we might see something like come up, retest that high, and in there from a low bump, then cross that top, and then keep shooting down. It doesn't have to be this perfect, but something of the sort. So it's already looking good to go down, but let's just be disciplined. Yeah, that is too far-fetched, my guy. Entry. Maybe to finish this business down here. Yo. Oh, okay. Yeah. See how it's gapping down? Means like there's momentum, that price is shooting down. I like to see such these signatures when I'm in a short, and I like to see them printing like that towards, with my bias. So right now, let's keep on chilling, keep on waiting. This right here would be the ideal place. I would love us to trade to this spot. So that last up candle right there, that's bearish. 5-minute bearish order block. 5-minute minus is bearish, plus is bullish. OB is order block, meaning they are ordering in this block. I believe that's what it is. So when you see this candle go down, the big people were selling inside of this candle. So they'll tend to come back to that candle and then shoot down. Consolidation, then we left that consolidation. They do come up to that consolidation, just to like half and then shoot to the other side. But then again, my rules say we have to trade above the previous 30-minute range for me to look for good sales. So everything else is met. We are in the upper portion of the previous 4-hour, but only this one thing that I think should be happening in them. So let's time for trade at 12:30. If they want to respect this high, if the 12:30 range closes like somewhere in here, let's say that would be the 12 to 12:30 candle high. So I mean PST, you can adjust accordingly. If they do trade above the high and then come in, that will be also okay, because this right here, see how we grabbed anybody who had stop losses above this high was taken out with this candle, and then they just shot down so fast. So anybody buying this and they were not taking partials, they left their stops here believing that this market should go up much further. This one came and took them out, and you can see they now want to go up further. These markets are just, they are lethal. So it's very important to take partials, at least after 1:2. 1:2 times your risk. Take something off 20%. Ideally for me, I like to take out a big portion of that, like 80% off. So yep, this is what I want to see. 5 minutes. Yeah, we do have now. We have to note that right there. Very important. That would be, it's unfinished because the original one was right there. So they traded in just a little bit. So on the way down, we want to note this down candle going up, so we have to note that the open price is right there, which is a bullish order block, meaning in this candle is where, before we saw this is where they were buying. Then when that opened, they shoot up. I like this because see how it doesn't have, there's no wick. That's also some price magnet, right? Look at how this one had no wick, went above it and then came down. So this is a good indication that there's a good chance that it could be bearish. I like that low right there. I believe by the time we get there, we should have gotten our 1:2. We'll see how that goes. Should I mark it? No. Okay, we'll do that later once we enter the trade. So we are 8 minutes to 12:30. So you can see that I'm very, very, very time based, right? Even when I see my entry signals form, when my time hasn't come yet, I don't engage. I've found out to be very do I say profound or do I say very safe? Because before, let's say I'm bearish, like I'd sell here, takes me out, sell here, takes me out. And then later is when my setup forms, and once I enter that setup, it gives me like a good win, but you don't even feel like you've won because you took 1% loss, 1% loss, 1% loss, and then the win gives you like 1:4. So what you only have is 1% increase. So I'd rather wait for that 4% other than take those small losses. And what I've been able to do with that is wait for those 30-minute ranges to close and not trade, especially after the half of the 30-minute range. For example, I like when my setup, if I want to trade the 11, I want to get a setup between 11th, the working with a 11:30 to 12 p.m. Ideally, I want the setup to form before 11:15, before 11:45, like in the first half of the 30-minute range. But there is exceptions with that, with a 12:30. After 12:30, then you can look for trades after 12:45. But sometimes that will also keep you from some winning trades. But it's just something to watch out for. See, like this one happened at, that entry would have been at 11:33, just 3 minutes into this 30-minute. Oh, beautiful. You see, we just short to the downside. That right there is a signature. Take a screenshot of that blue area, and pretty much this is all I'm looking for. After all those years of looking for something, finally, that simple thing. Blue area of the previous 4 hour, we are selling. When we trade above the previous 30-minute range, forms a low, that's your entry trigger. Look for 1:2. Simple. Simple. And I do believe when I started this journey, when I got a mentor in 2021, I think that's what he said. Guys, this is all you will need. I'll find that clip. But that's what he said. But at that time, I did believe what he said, but I didn't know what he was saying. What do you mean this is all what you need? So what is this? Bruh, but don't give up on this thing. The more you stay in front of your charts, the more you start seeing some patterns that you can relate with. But one of the main things that has really helped me is patience, just waiting for that setup that I know to form. If I don't see it forming, it means I don't know what price is doing. Or I believe there's many people making money with this up move because there's a signature that they've seen. For example, if I was here at, let's say I missed this one, then I would have tried this one right here. We've traded below this, the 11 to 11:30 p.m. candle. We've gone all the way down. we are in the previous 4-hour gray area, this bottom part, meaning we can look for buys. See that swing high right there? That will be my entry trigger. Now, would I have thought of it as a high probability trade? Probably no. But if my rules do tell me enter, then I enter. Because you don't know what these markets will do. And you can see they would have given me a 1:2 right there. And maybe close 80%. And then because I believe that will come here, hold for the running portion up to there for a total of 3.2 R. Now, what rules help you with is, for example, because we came down strongly, in my own logical whatever thinking, I'll be like, yo, I don't think this is going to be an entry. I think the price should keep on going down. But rules say, when the gray zone, yes. Are we below the previous 30-minute range? Yes. Are we just within the first 15 minutes of the current 15-minute range? Yes. Do we have a high? Yes. Enter. And the rest, let the trade do its thing for you. Now, I don't like this. I would have loved if we traded above the high. So, seems like there's... Wait, we're just about to close this 30-minute range. Let's see if that will give us a trade. But today could be one of those days that my rules keep me out of a good trade. And it's okay. It's okay. But let's see. I still don't want to go down, right? Still want to come up a little bit. Let's see how this 30 minutes. We're just to 12:23, so only 6 minutes to go. Moringa Exchange in the building says thank you for sharing your knowledge. The music is just perfect. All right. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Like the stream, and yep, that's what's up. Okay. Ba-da-bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Yes, good. I want to see you going up. Yes, let's go. Now, if we this is the daily candle over here, right there. I really want to close bullish. Consolidation makes sense for us to go above that consolidation and then shoot down. But then again, that was consolidation. We shot down. If we do go above it, they can come back to that consolidation to shoot up. So this is an indicator that shows me the daily candle. As you can see, it's exactly just as the daily candle looks like. So I'm able to see it on a smaller time frame. We just have to chill. Let's just keep waiting. 4 minutes to this range closure. Now imagine if we entered early, we now be shaking. Stop loss just about to get hit because we think, yeah, look at that. Ooh, beautiful. I like that. So we're just about to take out that range. And I like how US100 is not really willing to go up. I like that. My God. So now we still have to wait for, I think this is where they're coming. Wow. So let's get rid of this 5 minute, whatever marking. It's already been neutralized. So now we're gonna be watching this one here, this area, and See that top portion, that wick right there is the sweet spot for, final TP or taking out a huge chunk. So I love this. So 3 more minutes, guys. Do not start coming down. Keep going up to here. So now, okay, so this first portion is being met, right? Now we are waiting for something like this, but after 12:30. So we have 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes. This candle closes in 19 seconds. So we want to see it come here or whatever. If it doesn't get there, as long as, but this would be really nice if they came in here, come down, form that low. This will be beautiful, and we'll be aiming for this spot over here. So far the market is now coming to us. Let's keep chilling, my guy. This is the swing low that we have. Another thing is, I'll tell you about that later. What time is it in Nairobi? Cairo. It is 11:28 p.m. Okay. Wow. Really? Yo. This is good. See how US100 is old daily high. I want to see where they are in terms of. My God, this is like Ghani. The previous day high, previous day EQ, previous day high. How about this one? Why is that important? Let me ask. So they're above the previous day high. How about CC? How about us? We're above the previous day high. This one is below the previous day high. No. Is that information that we need now? Now, so today I'll strictly be taking 80% at 1:2. I feel like we're disjointed a little bit, but it's okay. So looking at the no. This one at the 5 minute time frame, we're forming something called, ooh, beautiful. Look at that. This guy not willing to go to that gap over there. So I do think we should be able to come back to this spot here. That should give us our targets for the day. So this is the latest swing low that we have. Now we've closed this 30-minute range. This is even just perfect. Like, if we do come in here, it's just above the previous 30-minute range. If they create a low for us, my guy, low, lower low, higher low. The next candle should be bullish. The 30-minute is bringing some issues. So this one is about to close. Wait a minute. Where did I see low, lower low, higher low? Low, higher low, higher low. No, this one just closed. So low, lower low, higher low. Then we should see this one retrace to somewhere here. So it's dropping. That's what you think it's dropping, but it wants to form a swing low, then come up, and then I'll shoot down. In my opinion. So anybody chasing that low, you're just about to get smashed. They're too close to this area. Too close. So this was the original 5 minute up to there. And if we do put it like that, you can see they're just working that half of it. So it makes sense to turn from there. But for me, I like to work with those updated whatever. Because we traded to it up to right there, and we're just about to get back to it again. But it's good to note that That's the half point of the previous 5 minute. And then it's also this inversion fair value gap over here. It's the fair value gap on the other side. So nice zone to go down, but I still haven't seen my signature. So my guy, we'll just chill. I think there's going to be another push. If there's no other push, then and I'm cold. Let me put on my jacket. No, you guy, what are you doing? So I'll be right back. He's supposed to be here. Let me fix it before I leave. I can't hear that music anymore. What happened? I don't have copyright for this one. Oh, no copyright music. This is kind of boring, but it's lo-fi. It's chill music, so that's okay. No, it's too slow for me, man. Not for now. There we go. Okay. Okay. So that's potential low that we have. So we've traded above this high, but now we're in a new range. So expect us to trade above that high and then come inside. Now, I'm tempted. Okay. Okay, there we go. No inefficiency. This is a walk in the park. Very high probability that we'll get up here. But then again, we're so bullish, man. Consolidation, we went down, we're crossing that consolidation. What's the probability that we'll keep on going down further? I don't know. Okay, so we have a potential low right there, which I'm tempted to take that trade. And my stop loss just above that, but this will be something called fear of missing out. I still would love them to trade up to this zone. This is an unfinished business. No, right here. From this one to this one. Ideally, it's supposed to be here, but we traded in, so that's the updated zone. So what I'm going to do is, let me have this position just virtually, but I'm not taking that trade. Even if it's a demo trade, I won't take it. Because they can come, tag you in, and then go take you out, right? So I'll have it there virtually. But I'm not taking it, so why have it then? So this could be a swing failure trade. Well, especially now that it's 12:36. Maybe we could be getting today we could be getting a trade at 1 p.m. If this goes without us, then so be it. I was still so bullish. Let me see the 15 minutes. The high time frame level is just up here. Let me have that in a different color. Let's have it in blue, pink. This is a 5-minute unfinished business. What else could be there? Just a week. 30-minute consolidation on the 30-minute. 15 minutes. You guy, nothing is bringing sense. So let's just wait. So now, this was what I wanted to see, which is still kind of, actually, this is still what I must see in order to take a trade. Right there, create a low for me. Either we cross that, whatever, or swing failure, then we aim for this zone over here. So that's the updated plan that we have. If we don't see that, then we don't engage. And I think we will see this in a minute. So I'll leave that there for bragging rights. You see, I told you. Praise. Praise. I told you so. I'm the guy. Okay, so we've taken that, we're just about to, which we will, and then we come into this area. Are they gonna come back here again? So the daily candle is kind of working its way up that week, because we were way down here, and it's working that getting some momentum to go up. So from what time is this? From 11:40 we've been bullish, and it's now 12. For the last 1 hour, we've been bullish. This thing has been going oop. Yo, I need you to trade above this high. Stop it. Those are equal highs. They're very much likely to be run. Anybody taking a sell right here, you are out of your mind. Buy side liquidity, that just means like equal levels which are equal. Too smooth. Market likes to run those levels. The high is, I'm looking at the numbers here. So OHLC, H is high. The high is 35285.13, and that high is the same, 35285.13. Guys, these markets are not random. They are not. Something is specifically happening at every second, at every minute. So this will be run, that's for sure. So we have buy side, or two levels which are equal. It's seen as equal highs, right? And there's people who have, that's their strategy. Whenever they see an equal high, they're selling. But in my opinion, those areas are very much run like price. But then it's on a 1 minute, so it won't have so much weight. On a bigger time frame, equal highs can have a bigger weight, but then again, they are very hunted. Which, in my opinion, every strategy is hunted anyway. Just need to get your edge. Now they've come again to the same exact number. Okay, which is the high? So that has been run. That has been run. Beautiful. Trading into this zone. I like that. Me like that. If we do get a low, I feel like I should risk 2% today, but nah, let's not play those games. So far the swing low is right here, right there, and whatever high they create, if they don't make another swing low, we're going to use this one right here, right there, as our entry, and then aim for this zone over here. Doesn't even give us a 1:2, so I don't think if that's worth it. So as long as we are above see this previous 30-minute range, as long as we are above the premium, the blue area, we can keep on taking sales. So that swing low is good enough. And I think that a trade wants to happen without me. Man, that would be a shame. Not really a shame. Yo, come on. My account was not connected. Yo. Anyway, relax, my guy. trade, create a new order. The stop loss is 1866. We're risking 1%. Yo, hurry up. Sell, stop, and we are ready to go. Yo, I thought that was a sell stop. Guys, this is a mistake, so let me just close. Let's close in case we are wrong, right? We don't play those games. So trade, create new order, sell, stop. What happened? Sell, stop. 1866 as the, yeah, it's supposed to be like that. What happened? I have no idea. I must have entered on a market order by mistake. So before, whenever I do such mistakes, I will still leave that order to keep running. That's an error. Once you make an error, just close it and take whatever small loss they have. Now, I like what we have right now. If that is the new swing low, that will be my updated entry right there. So let's see how this candle closes. If it closes above this candle, that's going to be my entry. And my stop loss just above the high. And that to me is a good enough trigger. If we do fail, we'll give it one more shot. Yo, just wait. Because right here, the RR is, let's say I want to trade up to this high, it's 3.16. Oh, right now it's going to be 1.96, which is still okay. If we can get that low as the swing low, then we'll have an RR of 3.21, right? And seems like, nope. So that swing low is the best one that we have now, right there. And then once this trade is engaged, I like it. The way US100 was not willing to go up. So it shows that we should be able to get 1:2. That should be my scam. Sorry about that. Scam likely. Okay, this one is, so that can be our new swing low right there. We'll be watching to modify our order and take that entry. Okay. Nope, it's not a swing low. So this is still the swing that we have, and I feel like that is what is going to be our entry for the day. That's what we'll work with. So let's see. Okay, seems like that is what we'll work with. So 1:2 is going to be 1:2 is going to be where here, right there. Right there is going to be our 1:2. So we're just about to be engaged in this trade, and in any minute from now, boom, we're in. And so this is where we have been filled right there. But then again, when it comes to my trade management, I'll use my original entry area. I don't like when I'm engaged and then they start trading up. I like it when we just start shooting to the downside. So that's my entry. What I'm going to do is now pull up this fib over here to my place of entry. No, my original place of entry right there. And what this will help me is with trade management. And if you're watching this, you'll see how I go about it. Okay, Kevin, don't have to be perfect. That's okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So my stop loss is ideally supposed to be up there, but if I come that close, you know what? My stop loss is supposed to be up there. So we're risking 1.07. That's okay. Now we can update this because that's how our entry looks like. Actually, yeah, doesn't matter at this point. Now, so here's the plan. This is how we manage this trade, right? Once we get to 1:1, we reduce the risk by half, right? So the risk will now be 0.5% risk. Once we get to 1.5, I break even. I remove the risk completely. Because from what I've seen in the past, if we do get to 1.5 and it starts coming back up, it will likely come and take me out on a stop, right? And I don't want to lose money after seeing 1.5 times my risk. That does something to my psychology. I mean, it's not good to see money and a lot of it and then you lose it. Like this is okay because this is only like what, a 0.2%. We still have to give the trade some breathing room, right? And then 1:2, we're taking out 80% of 224, and then I can leave a runner to keep going. But today I would like to hold up to this spot over here. Seems a little bit dangerous. This is what I'm gonna do. What is 80% of 224? And I want to see this price going down, my guy. Where's that calculator? So 0.8 of 224, that will be 179. So let's do take a huge chunk, 80% over here, which will do create a new order. It's going to be a buy limit of 179.2. So let's just do 180. Let's do 184. So we can have like, no, it's okay. Let's just do 180. Buy limit. What that will do is we do have 224 units that we are selling, that we're shorting, and we'll take 180 of those units over there. So that will be like 80% of whatever profit that we'll have running. And as I'm seeing, we are now going back up. And in this short range, that right there is our last line of defense. If price closes above that, then we are in a low probability setup. So this is the same thing that happened yesterday. I like it when they just tag me in, they just go. But let's see, it's now, I know what's gonna happen. We're just about to go to 1 p.m. There's usually a volatility that happens, like any time, like 10 minutes to 1, 5 minutes to 1, a few minutes to 1, or a few minutes after 1, where it will be one-sided, and most likely usually is the side that it was going with before, and then now they start coming in. So if this one fails, then I'll probably look for another entry, and this time go in with half the risk. So if they do shoot to the downside, then we have to be watchful, because it's usually like so fast on one side, and then they'll start retracing. That is something I've seen. Or they can shoot and then keep on shooting to the downside. Let's see how that goes, my guy. Let's see how that goes. There's a level I wanted to see, but I like how US100 is not willing to go up. But the way it's now forming this sideways trading here, I don't like that. Let's go. Let's see. No inefficiency. Should be a pillar to hold price, or it will just break. Total liquidity, market structure shift. There's no fair value gap. A stop is right there to do its job. This is the last line of defense, that up candle over there. So before, whenever price would start going against me, man, if I was selling, I'll take some more sell positions, and when the trade goes my way, I'll make a lot. But then again, if it goes against you, man, you end up losing so much. That was not good. That was not a good practice. I like that. This is good. See price going our way. Is there something I missed? So this is the 5-minute whatever that we are working there. That up candle, I like that. So let's just have it marked for now. 5 bearish. Oh, guys, you see this right here? This is on the 5-minute. That's not so good. But then they've closed it completely, so that's okay. That's why we've gotten some sort of resistance from there. I had not put that in perspective, but I would still have taken that trade regardless. And this is good. So I would like to see this zone turn to resistance, acted as support. We've traded below it. Now I want us to remain below the low of this box. Yes, I want this guy to keep on going down. So where would he be heading to? There's no they do have a 5 minute thing over there. Yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah. Hmm. Anyway, let's see. We can still cross. If they do cross it down, then we have this low. In the meantime, everything according to our rules has happened. So we just wait. We have done everything as per the textbook. Traded above the previous 30 minutes. Looked for a low where the earliest one was sold with this one. Was hoping to get a closer one. Because let's say if we got one over there, then we'll now be looking at 1 point something. But it's all good. We work with what we get. I like that. I really do like that. Let me put this inside. I don't know why I don't see my executions. Sometimes I see them, sometimes I don't. Where are they? Or what am I missing? I can see now. Oh, Kevin. So this is where this position was engaged. Right there. And so this is currently what we are working with. This was that accidental entry. Actually, let me see what it cost us. Executions. The entry cost us the accident. Ooh, 585. Where had we seen some consolidation on the 10 minute? Consolidation, we went past it. So this can be huge support area for price to shoot up. Then again, looking at the time, why would they need to keep on going up? I still favor going down, but let's see. Yo, okay, 6 minutes to 1 p.m. What is 224 minus 224 minus 180? No, yeah, 44. So we're going to sheesh. Bruh. See how this one traded to that 5 minute zone over there? They're still trying to push to the downside. Yo, I don't like when we stay so much over here. That 5 minute is now acting as support. Do we have energy to cross down? I have no idea. We still have some unfinished business up there. So do they want to come and finish that? I don't know. Okay, we should be seeing that 1 p.m. volatility anytime from now. It will either shoot up or shoot to the downside. And from what I'm seeing, oh boy, and it's usually this fast. And usually it will go towards some imbalance, right? And the only imbalance I can see now is this portion over here, or the downside. This is the closest one I can see. So let's see how we work with that. So we do have that last 5 minute up candle. You see it's rejecting price. The 5 minute time frame 3 times now. If we cross this low, then I think we are likely to see some good moves to the downside. Tempted to add another position here, like a 0.5, but Let's just chill. We do have that imbalance over there. Let's see if price will reject to the downside. Let me move this to the side a little bit. Actually, let me just get rid of it. Okay. Hmm. Ooh-wee. So that 5 minute is working just fine. Take it to the 205. I want to see you guys reject. Cross this low. If we do cross that low and close, then we are hopeful on this position that we have. Otherwise, we're looking at losing 1.07%, which is 1%. Yeah, but this kind of offers that drama. We are in the red. Oh my God. So what is it they're working up here? That was our entry trigger right there. I should call that ET. Um, it's now 12 in Nairobi. Who else is still watching? Yo, shoot a comment if you're there with me watching this moment. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. We're working. So it's now 1 p.m. Just a few minutes to 1 p.m. Just because we're going up doesn't mean that we can see like a quick shoot to the downside. And once we get to that 1:1, we should be very much ready to start this trade management. There we go. This is that 1 p.m. volatility that I was talking to you about right there. Can they shoot up to here? I don't know. There we go. We're now in the money. They do this and then, hey, okay, I like that. Now keep on shooting to the downside. Good. Look at US100 trying to beat that zone over there. I like that. Yo, keep shooting, keep shooting, keep chugging. Yep, that is what it does. One shoot and then turns to go the other way. Now, would I be willing to take a long? No. The previous 4 hour, what is this? This is the biggest, this is the big previous 4 hour. No. This is the 30-minute range. Hmm. Okay, look at this. That 1 minute fair value gap that can offer a quick sell. Anybody trading 1 minute fair value gaps. I used to trade fair value gaps, but now I don't trade them. I just use them to. I mean, sometimes I still can, but I just use them to show me, what price is doing. So for sure, I know if we close above it, then we're likely to keep on going up. If it's held below, then we are likely to go down below. It's now after 1 p.m. and price is still not willing to shoot down. So 1:2 is right about here. Where was the original entry for this thing? I don't like such trades. They can still work, but a win is a win anyway. All that consolidation, and then I like to see when I enter and it just takes me to my win. So if we are not coming here, then right here is where we're gonna be coming to this spot, and you can see I'm taking off a huge chunk right before we get to that pool, which is this on the 5 minute time frame, this gap that they left over here. So seems like they don't want to come up here. So if we keep on persisting down, then right there, and just before we get to it, you can see I'm already taking off something, right? And then the final TP is going to be actually I'm going to take just another half at this last at the open price of this 5 minute. And what I'm going to do is, let me do this just above at the top of that wick is where, Control Z, at the top of that wick is where I'm going to take a half of what's left, and then we'll leave a runner to, you never know, it can go and do some magic for us, right? If we keep on persisting, then I do believe, but this guy is good. I like the way he's acting. Completely fill that fair value gap, and then they're shooting down, and they're whatever is here. Okay, let's go to the 1 minute. And what I want to do is now set the other take profit, which is going to be here. So I want to trade and buy back something which will be half of what is left. 224 minus 180 is 44, so we'll be taking 22, which is half of that. Let's make sure it's a buy limit so we don't do no blunders, and it will be just at that candle over there. What I can do is maybe just because if the spread is too big, they can get to that point and even come down further, but they won't take me out. So what I'm gonna do is just let me see the 5 minute. Can we get to 1:1 so I can reduce this risk by half? This gap right here can be used as resistance right now. That's not even how I draw gaps. We're currently in some profits. Lets me know that that's a gap. Let me just do it over here just before that finish line. So this is that. Now you can see how that gap, 1 minute gap right there, price has been held to the downside, which is good. So let's see if this 5 minute this imbalance here where the bodies are not touching, if it's going to hold and also shoot price down further. The thing is, it's now after 1 p.m. Volatility kind of reduces. We can still see a lot of volatility, but mostly after 1 p.m. the market starts to die, not really die, but to slow down. Yep, that's the word. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to like have an alert right there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it say, hey, reduce risk by half, and that'll let me know, hey, it's time to bring that risk over here. So I don't have to keep on watching this, because until we get to that 1:1, I'm not doing anything with this stop loss. It will just stay there. And I think you, my guy, should be like up here. Did I move you or something? Maybe I did. No, let's just have you there. You are. No problem. So I want to see a rejection. I don't want to close above this line. I want that rejection to hold, or to hold inside within this gap, right? Because there's no other imbalance from this range, from here to here. There's no other imbalance. So completely close and then keep on shooting down. We do have these down candles here before the market shot up, so pretty much that's even where we're seeing some resistance. But yeah, we don't do nothing. So if our entry was just above somewhere here, I think we'll be done with today's trade. Would that have keep? No, 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 no. No, would still be inside. So this is kind of how we're looking like right now. We're in the money. And let me get rid of this one. Or do I leave it alone? I don't know. Too much markings. Now, I want to get rid of this one. We've worked it enough. And we actually have a new 5-minute thing that we can be looking at. So let's get rid of that. And I like how we are shooting to the downside. Beautiful. That is just great. I like it. Hmm, 1:1 is right there. Do I wait? How's that even 1:1 anyway? It is compared to my original entry. Otherwise, it's supposed to be like this. From there to there. Yeah, what am I doing? Yo, I need to take a break. Because this now can be like this up to whatever time. Let me make it bigger, because actually, let me just have this. So we can stay in purpose productive what we're doing. Currently, we are in the money. Trading ends at 2, whatever. I like how we're going down. Let's keep on going down further. I do think that let's still keep on going down, because this right here is just a stage for the market to shoot up. Will they do it right now? I don't think so. I think they're gonna massage people. Take your shots, bring it all the way down here, and then no mercy. But as others are losing, others are winning. How is the market bad? Bad to who? To losers. See how I'm talking because I'm in a winning trade? Ideally, 1:2 should be somewhere right there, but it doesn't matter. I'm taking off my money right there. Okay, I need to set up something. Main display capture into be right back. So why is it not showing then? Yeah. Oh, I know why. That's new. Yo, what just happened? So US100 has gotten to that 5 minute down candle. So, yep. As long as we didn't get to 1:1, there's no way I would have broken even. So, I don't know why we're going up, honestly speaking. But anyway, it is what it is. So why is it not showing then? Sometimes. Okay, be right back. Nope. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. In like 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back like I never left. Mhm. So I want to end this stream right here. It's now going to 1:22 p.m. So it's either gonna do one of eight, one of whatever. Either come take me out or come and take me down. Everything is set, so I don't really need these levels to be here because I've already put a limit. If we do get to that zone, which represents like 1:1 uh, of my current position, I'm gonna reduce my risk by half, and then at 1:2 right there, I do have a buy limit that would take a huge chunk of this money, and then leave a small runner right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to exaggerate on the final TP, which I think that we can come and take this low right here. So that is where I'll have the final TP. This lows right there. So we'll see how that goes. And I believe if we do take this lows, then we should be able to come to this pool at the previous day low. If taken out that previous day high, then it makes sense to come up to this previous day low. So we'll see how that goes. But it's going to be like a small portion left running. So just a little bit above it will be my final. So 180, we have 44 left, and then we take 22 left, and then the rest of the 22. If we do keep on going down, assuming like this is the high of the week or the high of the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, and it doesn't trade up to take my stop loss, then this trade will keep on going down. My TPs will be hit. Otherwise, right now, we are back in the drawdown zone, and we'll see how that goes. So the farthest we've seen with this trade was 0.65, and that's it. Not every day is going to be a smooth day, and we have to watch out for such days. Stop loss is right there to do its job. I want to see how the market will. Okay, let's get rid of this. It's working already. I want to see how the markets will work at those levels, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. So do have a good afternoon, and God bless you all. And I'm out. Let me get some more volume going on here. This is that boring music, chill music, chill music. No, 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 no. I'm not doing no Wells Fargo. Okay, see you guys tomorrow, and I'm out.